According to the National Institute of Mental Health, 50% of lifetime cases of mental health conditions begin by age 14. These diagnoses are not just hard on the children living with mental health conditions, but on their parents as well.
So as a mom, you want to try to protect your children and you want to try to make it all better, and I couldn't make it better.
Parents want to be able to cure their children, but that's not something a parent can do.
As a parent, you're also just kind of pushing yourself through it because it's what you do. I kind of went in mama bear mode and just tried to help her as best I can.
They may blame themselves for what their child is going through.
I spent a lot of time saying, what did I do wrong? And did I do something to cause this? Like, how did this happen to him?
Stigma also plays a big role in the difficulties that the parents of children with mental health conditions face.
When I told people that my son was diagnosed with a mental health disorder, I found that people ran away. And so we were really lonely as a family because all of a sudden you had all these friends and you shared personal information about your children and what they're struggling with, and everybody runs away. So I think it was really hard. I think that's a big piece of why people with mental health disorders and kids that are feeling the way they aren't speaking out because of the stigma.
And for us, it was 24/7 for a year and a half that we were worried and incredibly upset and stressed out all the time. It's a horrible, horrible thing when your child is suffering. What made it worse, even worse than it already was, which was really horrible to start with, was that we couldn't tell friends, and we didn't tell even many of our family members because of the stigma was so strong.
Despite the difficulties, parents have found that the most important thing is to be there for their child.
What you can do is you can sit next to your child and sit in their pain, validate their pain, validate their anxiety. You can love them and love them unconditionally because it's very hard for them to show love themselves, and they feel terrible about themselves, and there's a lot of shame in this process, which is so hard to see as a parent. But basically just, you have to, this is one of those things, you can't just take them to the doctor and they're going to put a Band-Aid on it and fix it. It's a process, but just be patient and sit with them.